tonight's Big Brother 22 All-Stars recap episode chat. What?
It's 7.
Lucky number 7.
One of the best numbers.
I do love the number 7, but I don't know about this episode.
All right, well, last time, Memphis, being the veto winner, did not use the veto, so the noms stayed the same. His noms, which were David and Nicole.
Well, Nicole.
Nicole, yes. All right, so Janelle and Nicole F. were both pissed at Memphis.
A lot of people were pissed at Memphis.
For different reasons, because they didn't backdoor each other.
There were not many people that were happy with Memphis's move of keeping the nominations the same.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much all of Memphis's alliance and the nominees wanted that veto used for Janelle or Kaser to go up on the block. And Janelle and Kaser wanted that veto used for Nicole F. to go up on the block.
Wouldn't it be funny if Memphis got nominated this week?
I thought you were going to say if he would have nominated himself, and I would have said, yes! That would be hilarious.
I would love to see him go home this week.
I doubt it.
Well, we'll see.
It's possible, but I doubt it.
All right, so Nicole was campaigning when she wasn't crying.
You're talking about you, Nicole.
Yes.
Come on! Get with the lingo! Yeah, Nicole was campaigning today, and
she said, can I have your vote to stay? Can I count on it?
Nicole was counting on it hardcore because she had set up a final 3 deal with Davon and Kevin. So she thought, I got this vote. Like,
got it on lock.
Yeah, this is nothing. Whatever.
They said no.
She said, I love you, but I cannot vote out David. And Nicole was like, oh, I understand, like, you guys are friends or whatever. And Dave's like, no. We're not friends. Like, I don't even know this man. I don't even know if this man is good for my game. But I cannot vote out David.
And how do you feel about that?
Well, to clarify here, Day does not want to vote out another black house guest.
Right.
She doesn't want to be a part of that, and I can't say that I blame her. And there's been a lot of discussion about this all week. A lot of discussion. I
mean, I honestly could go either way on this.
I see why people would be like, it's not fair that you're voting based on race, but at the same time, I feel like, how is this any different than...
A girl wouldn't vote out a girl.
Yeah.
A guy wouldn't vote out a guy. I mean, I could see it from that point of view, but then later on in this same conversation, Nicole was like, you should, an African-American should win the game, but it shouldn't be him because he, sucks. It should be you, Davon.
But I have heard Day saying that even if she didn't win and she saw, David go on to win or Bailey go on to win, that's like a victory for her as well. And I understand where she's coming from with that. And
I do too. But David, I feel like...
Then you don't understand where she's coming from.
No, I do. But it's like David is like... Not even... Is he even in the game?
I will say, David has done himself a huge disservice here, not knowing the game, not studying the game.
I mean, it's his second time on, and they forced him to watch it like Clockwork Orange. They had the things on his eyes, forcing him to watch the game from the camp comeback.
Yeah.
He had nothing else to do but watch Big Brother.
Well, I mean,
how could you not know how it works?
Even just after the season was over, maybe he just had a really bad taste in his mouth and he didn't want to watch other seasons. But
Did he block it all out?
But then when he found out he was coming back, why would you not study up? I don't know. But
even in Sequester, come on.
I don't know.
What were you playing? Switch?
But I get where Day is coming from, and I respect it, and I stand by that. I know a lot of people have been criticizing the move and criticizing people supporting the move, but I support it.
It's a valid strategy. It's a valid gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, so Kaser and Day. He wants to put together this Ragtag Alliance.
I mean, they
leftovers.
Have to. This is an alliance out of necessity because Kaser knows the other side has already formed up an alliance, solidified, and they're ready.
The contracts.
They're ready to pick people off.
What's it going to take to put you in this alliance tonight? Well, apparently, he doesn't have what it takes to put Day in that alliance.
Well,
he doesn't have crab legs. He does not show her the prenup. She's not ready to sign on the dotted line.
Yeah.
They just met.
Well, this alliance that he was putting together would be him, Janelle, Day, Bailey, Christmas, and Nicole. And I cringe over Christmas because she's with the other side, but nobody has picked up on that yet.
And she's also trying to take Julie's job.
No.
Yes.
She was pretending to be Julie on the feeds, but I didn't even have time to watch that bullshit because there were so many other important things happening.
Okay. So, Day goes and talks to David. And she's expecting him to be like...
forthcoming with information?
Yeah.
Because Day also has a final 3 with David and Bailey.
Right.
Like, they're all saying they want to make history and work together until the end. And she's asking him, okay, like, there's some rumors going around that you might be in, like, some sort of a guys' alliance.
I've taken precautions.
Well, he was like, at first he was like...
Does he have a box full of condoms?
What? Stop! So she's asking him, are you? And he's like, I don't think they even showed this part on the show, but on the feeds he was like, yes.
No, he said yes.
Oh, okay.
He said yes.
So yeah, he said, I'm like setting up whatever.
Well, at first he didn't want to talk about it. But then he was like,
well, he still didn't want to.
And she's like, who is in the alliance?
Here's the thing though. I think because David is so uninformed about the game, he doesn't realize what she means when she's asking about like a guy's alliance.
Yeah.
Okay, he thinks it, like, he's got some sort of loose thing going with like Tyler and Enzo, and he's like, yep, I'm in a guy's alliance.
But it's like somebody told David he's got a girlfriend, but they didn't tell him who it was.
I don't know. It was really weird.
I heard that I had a girlfriend.
Yeah, so...
I don't know who she is, though.
Then Day was asking him who's in the alliance, and he was like, I can't tell you. And she was like,
he doesn't know.
What?
He doesn't know, and he'll never tell.
Yeah, but he also didn't want to, like, give out names, which is super sketchy.
But she's like, we're in an alliance
We're supposed to be, like, number ones here, so why are you not sharing this information with me? It was just a very sketchy conversation, especially when you're supposed to be up on the block. You're talking to supposedly one of your number one allies. What? So that conversation was, like... Yeah.
It's like talking to somebody about something that they have no idea what it is.
Well, it was also a big deal because before that, Nicole was asking Day, do you feel that David would reciprocate and do the same thing for you and vote for you to stay if the tables were turned? So now she's thinking about it and she's like, can I trust this guy? Like, would he do the same thing for me? After that conversation, she's not sure.
No. But the worst part of it was that he told Day, you need to bring it down. When she was getting, like...
Yeah.
Excited about...
He also told her, like, not to campaign as much for him because he didn't want them to be up on the block together. And she's just like, fine.
Yeah, that was... it. I can't.
Yeah.
All right, so then Janelle and Kaser are doing everything in the world. They're going around the house. They're talking to the house guests. They're trying to secure Nicole to stay in the house.
Well, I mean, they've been trying to protect her all week. They tried to keep her off the block, but then Memphis put her up. Then they tried to get the veto used, and then Memphis didn't do it.
Is just moping around, being a real brat.
I gotta say, this week, watching her on the feeds...
I don't know this Nicole.
It's been exhausting. It has been exhausting. And I feel horrible about it because she just seems like such a sweet person in real life, and this Nicole that we saw does not line up with the Nicole that we saw last season, and I think she's just going through a lot of past trauma from last season, and it's really messing with her head, and it's really hard to watch.
It almost seems like she feels entitled in a way.
There were, like, elements of that. Yeah, there were elements of that, and,
like, really, last season... She was in danger from, like, week 1. She probably should have gone home week 1. And she kind of got carried along to the end. Had a couple of wins.
Uh-huh.
Or a win.
She was peaking at the right time.
She peaked at the right time. And now this season, I'm sure she was thinking, well, I pretty much was on almost the whole show last season. So, like, I can expect to probably be on the whole show, like, this season, right? because I'm good.
And, you know, she's America's favorite.
Right. She was America's favorite. And it's got to feel really weird for her to be in danger and voted out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so soon.
Well, the big thing, too, was we know that Janelle and Kaser were advocating for her the whole entire week. But she even after she found out that they were campaigning for her to stay, she was coming up with all these crazy conspiracy theories that they were against her.
Other people were also putting
that
it in
didn't
her
help.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Kevin.
What is wrong with Kevin? We want the other Kevin back.
Then you've got almost everyone else being like, you can't trust Janelle. You can't trust Janelle. So Nicole actually went around and was like trashing Janelle and Kaser to other people, and it was just not a good look. But again, I feel like so much of this is because of what happened to her last season, and she just hasn't had the chance to process it yet.
Right. Well, Janelle is ruining your game. That's what everybody was telling her. So when Janelle finally went to her and said, look, I went to Memphis, I put in a good word for you, but we're not coming up with the votes. And she's like, well, you didn't try hard enough.
Yeah.
You didn't try hard enough. And Janelle actually cried. I didn't know
that
it was
possible. Out of
possible.
order, though. She actually cried before that confrontation, like a day before. A day or two before.
Well, Janelle felt bad that she set out to save Nicole. She's a sweet girl. But...
like, when does Janelle cry?
Never. Janelle is a RoboCop. Robo-realtor.
So, yeah, that was pretty wild, but...
that was a very kind edit to Nicole.
Oh, my God. All week, Nicole's like, I'm going to have a house meeting, and blah, 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 blah. She never had the house meeting, by the way, but... woo! It was exhausting. It was very, very hard to watch the feeds this week.
There was an awful lot that you missed if you didn't watch the spoilers and you don't have the feeds, or you didn't care about the feeds.
All right. Well, anyway, moving on.
Julie checks in and says, happy birthday, Danny.
This was very weird because Julie was like, oh, you looked so great last week.
No, she said, my birthday gift to you.
Oh, it's to tell you
that you looked very good last week, like that very pretty actress. What's her name? Oh, Busy Phillips.
Are they like friends or something? Like, it was so random. And also, are you telling Danny that she looks like shit this week? Like, I don't know. It's just really weird.
Did she put on a rubber mask and now she's not Busy Phillips anymore?
It was just very strange.
All right, well.
But happy birthday, Danny, and Tennessee.
Yes. So, David's speech to keep him...
yeah, it's time for speeches. We got to get this ball rolling.
Got to get going here. Thanks, Nicole. I still want to be here. Basically.
I mean, there is more to it than that.
In sum and substance. All right, so then Nicole got up there and she said, check out my podcast. I mean...
get your plugs in, girl.
Yeah, that's right, because it's just, last chance for romance here. Vote for whoever is best for your game. Not just for me, but for, all time.
She had a little dig in there for Memphis.
She basically said, F you, Memphis. Big
strong Memphis. Congratulations.
Went after little old me. You know what, though? That's kind of bullshit to me, because whether you're a strong player, whether you're menacing, physical player, or whether you're a little Nicole, or Nicole, if you will, that's still an ass in the seats, and that's still a winner of the game.
Also, they were like, oh, she's a number for Janelle, so that's another reason why she was taken out this week.
Yeah, but still, it's still a person who could possibly win the game, whether you're weak or strong. That doesn't mean S to me. That you should be gone after or you shouldn't be gone after, because anybody can win the game. Josh. So, right?
Okay. Shots fired.
Yes.
All right, so then it was time for the vote. Everybody wished Tennessee a happy birthday.
This vote seemed like it took forever.
It did
what
feel
was it, like
long.
3 commercial breaks?
I don't know.
So then Nicole A is evicted by a vote of 10-2.
And I was like, wait, what? Like, this was so weird because, okay, we knew that Kevin was probably going to vote for Nicole to stay because they're, like, best friends in the house, blah, blah, blah. And I thought maybe Janelle and Kaser would, because they were like, we're going to show you.
Right, but they didn't.
Well, I mean, she probably told them, like, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
But then, wait, what? Enzo voted for Nicole to stay?
Hey, he don't give a shit.
I'm really curious what the motivation was there. Was it just, like, whatever? Was he trying to, like, throw a hinky vote to freak people out? Put a target on somebody?
I don't think he cared.
I don't know, but we'll see how that plays out.
All right. Well, she actually had to beg Memphis to hug her.
It was a
freaking
real
Voldemort
and Harry.
Yup. In the last Harry Potter.
Draco.
No, it was...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He wasn't hugging Harry.
Well done! No. All right, so that was very
really awkward.
Memphis was like, are you going to explode?
That was weird.
Yeah. So then...
I mean, it was weird on Memphis's end.
Yes. So then Julie started yelling about...
Like, get your ass out here. Julie's very impatient this
Hurry
season.
up. So make sure
Put
you
on your mask. I'm not going to wear one, but you better.
Stay over there.
Honestly, like, why is Julie not wearing a mask? We said this last week. I'm going to say it again. She should be wearing a mask, too.
Yes.
Even if you got your 12 feet or whatever.
What did you think of Julie's athleisure wear?
I thought it was great. Casual Thursday. Like, why should she have to dress up like crazy?
She had her Lululemon on, I'm sure. I don't know who
I don't
made
think
it,
that
but
was actual athleisure, but we're just joking.
I don't know. It kind of looked like athleisure to me.
No way.
All right. All right, so then Julie talks to Nicole. She basically was
She went right into it.
Why didn't you trust Janelle and Kaser?
Oh.
So, yeah, Julie, I was wrong.
She knows that she messed up. She's admitting to it. Leave her alone on social media, my God.
But it didn't end there.
No.
Julie had her receipts ready. She pulled out a photo of the Six Alliance.
Yeah, well, she was like, I want to tell you that there was a big alliance working to keep David this week. Can you guess who was in it? And she was like, I don't freaking know. Just let me go home.
And then Julie said, "Very well, Droogie. Look at this.
Jeez.
It's Memphis, Danny, Nicole F., Christmas, Cody, and
Tyler.
All right, so she's like,
yeah.
I don't care, Julie.
This bland-ass alliance.
So that means there's no battle back.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
Julie's giving out the
spilled
info.
the beans. Unless
So-
Julie spoke out of turn there.
No, there's no way. Because they already had the graphic ready. So
They-
there's no
They already
there's
had
no
the
pre-jury-
teleprompter.
Yeah, no pre-jury battle back. So I'm wondering if there's going to be a jury. I feel like it makes more sense to have one with the jury battle back because they'll already be in sequester.
Right.
But anyway,
The goodbye messages were lovely.
mhm.
They made Nicole cry in her mask.
Oh, it was so sad.
From
And then
Janelle, from Kaser, from Kevin, from Day.
there was a really awkward moment of like silence. I don't know what happened there.
Well,
but
they were going to commercial break, and it was a little bit longer than Julie bargained for. And they were looking at each other, and Julie said, "What's that liquid coming from your eyes?" Something in my sternum over here feels a little weird.
she was all, I can't give you a hug right now because I don't feel like it. Just kidding. She said, I can't give you a hug right now because of these strange times.
Or at least that's my excuse.
Yeah. Just kidding, Julie. You know you love a joke too. Just kidding, just kidding.
All right, so it's time for the HOH competition.
But I just want to say, too, like, I do feel really bad for you, Nicole, because I think she already realizes, like,
Leave her alone!
she messed up.
Leave her alone. She knows.
I hope she's going to stay off of social media, but I don't know.
Guys, when this show is over, we don't care about who won or who lost. We just want these people to have a normal life afterwards. So leave Nicole alone. She's
Well,
a
both.
good girl. Yes. All right, so HOH comp, mugshots. They had some shuffleboard lanes.
They already got to practice this before.
They're pushing out some fake beer mugs with
I like the
fake
sounds
beer in
that the
it.
beers made when they tap together.
Yeah, it was fun. So you had to
They were doing this one at a time.
one at a time. You got to do all 3 lanes. You have to ring in when you're done. Obviously, you have to keep your beer on the shuffleboard, or
Yeah,
you
you're
don't get
sliding
points.
the beer down the shuffleboard.
They give you the benefit of the doubt, the higher point value if you're on the line.
Mhm.
And whoever has the most points in the shortest amount of time wins HOH.
Yeah.
So Enzo was the first one to really get a decent number. So he got 8.
Mm-hmm.
And he was knocked off by Ian with 10 points.
And a fun little dance number.
Which Julie said, that's pretty cute, Ian.
But then when Nicole F did her, like, dance thing, crickets. Ouch!
Also, let me just break in here. What'd you think of Ian's puppet in the diary room?
I love that.
I feel like Julie was trying to be a little bit sassy about it, so Ian had to make it do the vote.
I want more.
Yeah, I need more. All right, so then Tyler knocked off Ian with 12 points.
And I was like, oh my god, here we go. Because Janelle and Kaser are going last in this competition. Like, this is so intense!
But they beefed it.
Well, Janelle was only 1 point off.
Yeah.
Ah! And then Kaser, too hard on one of the...
Yeah, if you lose one lane, that's it.
That's it. You're not going to be able to come back from that. So, oh my god. Tyler's the HOH. And normally I'd be like, yay, because I love Tyler.
Yes,
but
this
this week
like
I'm like,
alliance.
No! Because I feel like Tyler's not going to do something that we like.
Tyler's in the Mean Kids Alliance.
Yeah, so not feeling that. That's a bummer.
All right. Well, Julie said, cheer up, kids. I've got another word of advice for you this week. Julie's so full of these little proverbs.
What is going on here?
She said, if you have the choice of being right or kind, choose kindness.
Has she been watching Jerry Springer reruns in the morning?
Or maybe is this something that Leslie Moonves told her?
Blech, let's not even. But yeah, I wonder what other gems we'll get this season. I don't know, but let us know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
What are you hoping that Julie is going to say to us next Thursday night at the end of the show?
Who do you think Tyler's going to put on the block? I have a guess.
Yeah.
All right, well, anyway, thank you again for watching. We'll see you guys next time. And until then, much love.